Now, assistant, since you volunteered, I won't let you refuse. Grab hold and heave. I love it. It's great.
Hi, hi.
Fine. Chaos. Wow. W. Tracy and I lift the cardboard box. The burden's considerably easier when distributed between two people. Why do we have to be face to face? We're positioned so we're positioned so that we're looking at each other. But there's no other way to hold it, so what can you do? Let's just go. I start to walk out of the shrine. Hey, stop, stop, stop. I said stop. You're a noisy one. To walk forwards, then I have to walk backwards. Let's walk sideways. Whatever, get moving, assistant. This motherfucker. I love him so much, but like, Jesus Christ. Hey, listen. Please, just listen. I can't walk backwards. Of course you can. You're my assistant. It's not how that works, bro. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I can't. I'm asking you to go sideways. No, I'm telling you to go sideways. Sideways! I'm going to fall. It's dark by the time we get to the lab. It's normally less than a 15-minute walk, but since Kurisa kept begging to take breaks, it ended up taking twice as long. We finally made it. I'm exhausted. If you didn't complain so much about every little thing, we would have gotten here sooner. Right back at you. You stopped to take a break at least 5 times along the way. Oh my god. That's because I wasn't feeling well. Sure. Are you okay? It's just occasionally. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just occasionally my right arm aches, and when it does, dark destructive impulses overcome my soul. Shut up or I'll tear the peripheral nerves out of that arm. Holy crap, there is something wrong with this girl. Rip out my nerves? That's like some of last year's new gen incidents. Okay, I'll shut up. Let's bring the IBN 5100 into the lab. The final barrier awaits. We have to ascend this rickety building's narrow staircase. Shouldn't you get your friends to help? You're right. I checked the windows. The lab lights are on. So cringy. Huh? Part-time warrior comes out of the Brawn Tube workshop with perfect timing. If it isn't Okabe Rintaro, what you got there? Huh, you want to know? Then I'll tell you. Wait, if you're just gonna stand and talk, shouldn't we put the box down first? Right? I'm with Kiriso too. I love her though. She's one of my favorite characters. Yeah, actually, wait. This will only take a second. Oh well, what is it? What if I told you it's an IBN 5100? No way, you found it? Wow, way to go, Okabe Rintaro. I wish she'd stop calling me by my full name. If she's going to do that, she should at least call me Hyoyin. I fucking can't say his name. Kyoma. Where was it? It's heavy. Kirisu starts giving in. I'm about at my limit too. Let's put it down. Kirisu and I placed it on the ground gently so as not to damage the contents. So, where was it?
Yanabayashi Jinja.
Yanabayashi Shrine.
Yanabayashi Jinja?
He's a yappin'. Yanabayashi Shrine? You mean like a Shinto shrine? Yeah. Why was it there? And suddenly, Suzuha looks at Kirisu. She gasps, then approaches Kirisu until they're close enough to feel each other's breath. Yes?
Makise Kurisu?
Makise Kirisu? Yes? For some reason, she stares at Kirisu with frightful intensity. Kirisu narrows her eyes in opposition. What's going on here? I can't move a muscle. The air's so thick with tension. What is it? Have I done something wrong? Suzuha turns away and without looking back disappears into the Brawn Tube workshop. I can't remember what's up with that either. Because I don't think we ever actually see that. Do we? Who was that? Now Kirisu demands answers from me. She works part-time at that store. Why was she glaring at me? Okay. I feel like I should know, but I can't remember. How should I know? Did you do something to make her angry? I've never seen her before in my life. How rude. Kirisu picked a fight with me the first time we met too, but that was a hallucination, so I don't say anything. Get Daru and Mayuri to come down and help us. The four of us carry the IBN 5100 upstairs. Good work, everyone. With this, we can fight. Who are you fighting? CERN, and the system that rules the world. If that's what makes you happy. I feel like I'm the reverse of that, Nero. Happy? I do not desire happiness. Have you forgotten? I am an insane mad scientist. Damn. Oh my god. What I desire is chaos. The time machine exists to bring chaos to the world. There you go. Are you happy? That was my inner Kyoma. Never mind happiness. You're like a junkie hyper secreting beta endorphins. Are you happy? Was that good enough for you? Ocarine, I don't want you doing bad things, remember?
けどすげえよ。マジで見つけてくるなんて。僕たちにできないことを平然とやってのける。そこに痺れる。
But wow, I can't believe you found one. You make the impossible look easy. That's why we love you. That's why we,
憧れないけどね。
I certainly don't admire him.
え
Eh?
え
Eh? Eh? For a moment, there's complete silence.
見つけられたのはね、マユシーのお手柄なんだよ。
It's all thanks to Mayushi. Mayuri, oblivious as always, puffs out her chest with pride. But I don't miss Tracy's relieved sigh. She keeps dropping manga quotes. Does this mean what I think it means?
マユシー情報がなかったら、オカリンは今も秋葉の街
Sounds
を
good. Thanks,
ふらふ
Dominic.
らさまよってたんだもん。
Without Mayushi's info, Ocarine would still be lost on the streets of Akiba.
あ、マユリの言う通りだ。今回ばかりはよくやってくれた。
Mayuri's right. She did well this time.
ということで、マユシーはそろそろ帰るね。
Anyway, it's time for Mayushi to go home.
クリスちゃんはどうする？途中まで一緒に帰ろう。
What about you, Christian? Wanna go together?
ありがとう。でももうしばらくここにいるわ。
Thanks, but I'm gonna stay here a little longer. It looks like Kiriso's interested in the IBN 5100 and CERN after all. That reminds me, I haven't filled her in yet.
そっか。あんまり遅くならないうちに帰った方がいいよ。
Okay, but you should go home before it gets too late.
じゃあ、また明日ね。
See you tomorrow. I fucking love Mary. Mary waves her hand as she leaves.
それでダル。IBN5100 はいつからセルンへのハッキングに使えそうだ？
Now then, Daru, when do you think we can use the IBN 5100 to hack CERN?
そうだな。
Well. Daru talks as he plugs the IBN 5100's power adapter into the wall. He turns the machine on and the power supply begins to make a turbulent noise.
すげえ。ちゃんと電源ついた。
Wow, it actually turned on.
まずこいつの使い方を覚えなきゃなんだぜ。そもそも配線つなげたりも大変そうだし。
First, I need to learn how to use this thing. It looks like hooking it up is gonna be a pain.
ちょっと時間かかるかも。サーバー管理者の ID 探しと同時進行は無理っぽ。
It might take a while. I can't play with this thing and search for the server admin's ID at the same time.
構わん。ID 探しを優先させてくれ。
Alright, prioritize the ID search.
でき
The
れば
ID search.
今月中に IBN5100 を使えるようにはしてもらいたいところだが。
If possible, I'd like you to get the IBN 5100 ready to use this month, though.
今月ってまだ30日丸々残ってんじゃん。さすがに来月まではかからねっつーの。
There's still 30 days left this month. It's not gonna take that long. That's my super hacker.
それで、
Well,
それでとは？
well, what?
説明を要請してるんだけど、IBN5100 とセルンのこと。
Graphic. Bloody graphic? I'm asking for an explanation. What's this about the IBN 5100 and CERN?
では説明しよう。我が右腕であるスーパーハッカーミスターダルが
Allow me to explain. My trusted super hacker, Mr. Daru.
スーパーハッカーじゃないって。何度言わせるん？
Okay, can you give that warning again, like when it's about to happen? Just for the people that might need it? I'd appreciate it. It's not super hacker. How many times do I have to tell you?
スーパーハッカーのミスターダルがセルンにハッキングを仕掛けた。
Super hacker Mr. Daru has hacked into CERN.
大丈夫なの？捕まるんじゃ。
Is that okay? Won't they catch you? I mean, it's probably not
僕はそんなポ
okay,
カはしない
but,
のだぜ。
you know. I wouldn't make a blunder like
いや、
that.
そういう意味じゃなくて。
That's not what I meant.
その結果、奴らが LHC でタイムトラベル理論を研究している痕跡を見つけたのだ。
I start reading something terrible. Okay. As a result, we found evidence that those bastards are researching time travel with the LHC.
LHC ね。
The LHC?
これはマジ。
Seriously,
何しろ僕
we
が
have
調
the
べたんで。
evidence. And
つ
guess
うか
what?
LHC は実は9年前から稼働してた。
The LHC has been in operation for 9 years.
そうなの？
What? Really?
そしてミニブラックホールの生成にも成功している。
And they've successfully generated mini black holes.
うっそ。だったらどうして公表してないのよ。
So Nero, he's gonna be at the computer then? When he reads them something? Because I'm not recalling what this thing could be that's graphic. That hasn't already happened. So just so I know, so I can be like, okay guys, like, be wary. No way. Then why haven't they made an official announcement?
そこだ。なぜか奴らは公表していない。
Okay. That's just it. For some reason, those bastards won't announce any of it.
LHC が9年前から稼働していたことも、ミニブラックホール生成に成功したことも、タイムトラベル理論を研究していることもだ。
That the LAC has been operating for 9 years, that they've successfully created mini black holes, that they're researching time travel.
それはつまり、後ろめたいことを。
Basically, it's proof that CERN has... Damn it, another email. Let's start over.
それはつまり、セルンが後ろめたいことをしている証拠である。陰謀の匂いがプンプンとしないか？
Okay. Basically, it's proof that CERN has something to hide. Can't you just smell the conspiracy? I want to read the email, but like the one time I was going to do that, and she's like, oh, good, you have manners. So I don't want to do that.
陰謀論を信じる気はない。でも、
I don't believe in conspiracies, but...
あんたの言うことが本当だと証明されるのなら、驚きかも。あのセルンがタイムトラベル理論を。
If you can prove what you said is real, then I might be surprised. CERN doing time travel research.
でも、IBN5100 は何の関係が？
Ah, but what about the IBN 5100? How is that involved?
セルンのデータベースに IBN
CERN's database uses... Oh my god. It's probably fucking Shining Finger. Yep. There's only one person who can send them this fast. That male demon. Didn't I tell her to give it a rest?
すまない、ダルよ。
Sorry, Daru,
説明を
please
続けて
continue
いて
the
くれ。
explanation. Yep. I excused myself and opened the email. I said reply to my earlier email. Just so you know, I check my email around the clock. You can reply to me at any time you want. Okay, just do it soon, please. Have you found any leads yet? Nothing at all on my end. I've been to a lot of stores, but none of them had an IBN 5100 on display. Maybe I should have tried asking. Anyways, let me know if you found anything. Hello, did you get my last email? If you did, then reply, okay? Oh, I know. Let's set a schedule. We'll exchange information at 7 p.m. every day. How's that? Does that sound like a good idea? I want to read it, though. Curious who's glaring at me. Better make the reply brief. I got an IBM 5100. I can't lend it to you, but if you want to see it, you can come to our lab. Address is that. After sending the email, after adding the lab's address, I closed my phone.
それでどこまで話した？
So how far did you get?
セルンのデータベースに IBN5100 が使われてるってとこまで。
Up to the point where CERN's using IBN 5100 code for their database.
つまりそれが意味するところは、
So basically what that means
そのデー
is
タベースの情報を解読するには
the only way to decrypt that
IBN
database is to use an IBN 5100 of our own. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna close my window.
なんでそうわかるのよ。
How do you know that?
とある筋からの情報だ。
I have my sources. I won't drop Tider's name. I have no doubt this genius girl would laugh if I did. Risu puts a finger to her lip, deep in thought.
IBN5100 云々はともかく。
Setting the IBN 5100 and such aside.
セルンが本当にそんな研究をしているのか、確証が欲しい。
I want to see proof that CERN's really doing that sort of research. True, we didn't get any definite proof of CERN's time travel research last time we hacked them.
ダル、セルンのサーバー管理者のパスワードを見つけるのは時間がかかるのか？
Daru, will it take much longer to find the server admin's account?
ちょうどこれからやろうと思ってたんよ。半日はかからないんじゃね？
Actually, I was just thinking about that. It shouldn't take more than half a day, I guess.
というわけだ。
There you go.
それまで待つわ。
I'll wait until then.
待つって、もう夜になってる件について。今日は一度帰って明日の朝また来れば？
You'll wait? It's already getting dark. Why not go home for tonight and come back tomorrow morning?
いいえ、待たせてもらう。1マイクロ秒でも早く知りたいから。
No thanks, I'll wait. I want to know as soon as possible, even if it's just a microsecond sooner.
いい心がけだ。もはやセルン
Interesting.
に隠された陰謀に魅了
But
さ
why?
れ、知りたくてたまらないという様子だな。
That's the spirit. You're already fascinated by the conspiracy. You can't help but want to know what lies at the heart of CERN.
あんたたちの言うことがもし事実だとするなら、こんなふざけたことってない。
If what you guys are saying is true, then this isn't something to joke about.
セルンは世界最高の研究機関なのよ。そこが実験結果を公表せずに極秘で実験してるなんて。
CERN is the world's top research institution. If they're doing secret experiments without publishing the results,
世界中の研究者をバカにしてる。
pardon me, they're making fools of scientists the world over.
もし事実ならだけど。
That's only if it's true, though. She finishes by emphasizing that point again. Doesn't look like she believes us.
ではダル、任せたぞ。
Anyway, Daru, I'll leave it to you. According to Daru's research, the IBN 5100 weighs 25 kilos. For now, we'll leave it on the shelf in the development room. We carry the cardboard box to the room, half dragging it. Kirisu follows.
電話レンジ見せてもらっていい？
Can you show me the phone wave?
よかろう。
Indeed, I
実験してみ
can.
るか？
Want to experiment?
あれ以来一度も再現はできてないのよね。過去へメールを送る現象。
You haven't been able to send another email to the past yet, right?
理由は把握してる？
It's not that heavy. I could carry that. Do you know why? I can only shake my
ちょ
head.
っと試してみましょう。
Let's run some tests. Kirisu looks around the development room.
しかしガラクタだらけね。
Man, you have a ton of junk.
ガラクタではない。
It's not junk.
お前はまだ知らないようだから特別に教えてやろう。これは我ら未来ガジェット研究所がその科学力の推移を結集させて発明した栄えある未来ガジェットたちである。
Since you're new to the Future Gadget Laboratory, I'll explain. These are the glorious fruits of our science, the future gadgets.
ここに保管されているのは未来ガジェット1号から7号までであり、電話レンジカッコ仮は未来ガジェット8号にナンバリングされるのだ。
Future gadgets 1 to 7 are stored here. The phone wave, with which you are already familiar, is gadget number 8.
未来ガジェットね。
Future gadgets, huh? Kirisu casually picks up Future Gadget 4, Mode Snake up from the shelf, and stares at it.
ちょっとこれって兵器じゃないの？
Hey, isn't this a weapon?
未来ガジェット4号機モアッドスネークはクレイモア地雷に似せて作られた瞬間加湿器だ。
Future Gadget number 4, Mode Snake, designed after a Claymore landmine, is an instant humidifier.
紛らわしいな。
Hi, Sky. How confusing.
水を入れて電源を入れればわずか数秒で大量の蒸気が吹き出すのだ。
Insert water and turn the power on. In a mere seconds, it generates a thick cloud of steam.
やっぱりガラクタだな。
So it's junk. I thought so. Kirisu sighs and returns the mode snake to the
こ
to
れ
the shelf.
借りるわよ。
I'm borrowing this. Without waiting for a reply, she grabs Daru's never-worn lab coat from the shelf and puts it on gallantly. He sounds so excited.
やっぱり落ち着くな、白衣。
If the apocalypse comes, beat me.
Enjoy the rest of my bits. Have a nice stream.
Thanks, love. Much appreciated. It's just not right without a lab coat. Overcome with emotion, I seize Kirisu's hand and grasp it firmly. Hey!
助手よ、お前は分かっているじゃないか。
Assistant! You get it, don't you?
何がよ。話して。
Skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Well, thank you for gifting a sub to Nero. Much appreciated. Get what? Let go.
やはり研究開発においては白衣こそがユニフォームだよな。
If you're gonna do science, you need a lab coat, right? I told Daru over and over, but he wouldn't wear one. But my assistant is different. She put it on before I even said anything.
やはり俺の目に狂いはなかった。クリスティーナ、お前は最高の助手だ。
I knew you were meant for this, Christina. You're the best scientist best assistant a mad scientist could ask for. You just got
褒め
gifted
て
a
くれ
sub.
てるのかもしれんが、私にしてみれば侮辱されてるとしか思えんぞ。おい。
I don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment, but it's coming off as an insult. Now let go. She shakes off my hand and turns her back to me.
その白衣はラボ面加入記念としてお前にプレゼントしよう。もともと誰も使っていなかったのだ。気兼ねすることはない。
I'm giving you that lab coat to commemorate your joining the lab. Don't worry, it's never been worn. Hell yeah.
あるいはその白衣は元からお前に巡り合うべくして巡り合ったのかもしれん。ダルが着ようとしなかったのもまた必然。すべてはシュタインズ。
Or maybe this is a fateful encounter between you and the lab coat that was decided by destiny long ago. Daru not wearing it was just another inevitability. This is the choice of Steins.
くだらないこと言ってないで。実験してみましょう。
Shut up so we can start the experiment. I love her so much, man. Kirisu thrusts both hands into her lab coat's pockets, then bends down to look at the time machine now placed beneath the table. The previous experiment broke the table and even left a hole in the floor. There's a danger that will happen again if we successfully reproduce the discharge phenomenon, so unfortunately we'll have to leave it on the floor for now.
これって電子レンジの方は何もいじってないんでしょ？
So you haven't tampered with the microwave at all? I point to the X68000. There's a code on the screen.
常時ターミナルモードにしてやる。
It's in terminal mode now. We changed.
市販されている電子レンジよりも無茶をさせることも可能だ。
We can change the factory settings like this. Make the microwave do things its manufacturer never intended.
放電現象が起きた時はどんな設定にしてた？
How was it set when the discharge phenomenon occurred?
特に何も。 出荷時設定のままだった。
Nothing out of the ordinary. It was at factory settings.
バナナもらうわよ。
I'll take a banana. Bunch of bananas. The bunch of bananas only has 3 bananas left.
それは前売りのものだ。
Those are Mayuri's.
だったらあんたに許可取らなくていいわね。明日新しいバナナ買ってくることにして。
Oh, so I don't need your permission then. I'll go buy new bananas tomorrow. Kirisu takes 1 banana from the bunch, squats down and places it inside the phone wave. She begins to type on her phone. She pushes send the phone wave, and the phone wave begins to turn backward. After 120 seconds, the chime rings.
何も起きてない。
Nothing happened. The banana is still in the microwave, unjellified. Ow. Kirisu yelps as she tries to take out the banana and quickly draws back her hand. She starts blowing on her fingers.
温められてるわ。
It's hot,
レンジが普通に動作
meaning
し
the
た
microwave functioned normally. This proves that the hidden function Mayuri found wasn't a freezing function, but we knew that already. Undaunted, Kirisu throws in a new banana and once again begins reverse rotation for 120 seconds. The second banana warms up too. We can't reproduce the jellification phenomenon, much less send mail to the past.
どういうことだ?
What does this mean?
やっぱりこの前起きたことはイレギュラーだったっていうことか。
I guess what happened earlier was an irregularity after all.
イレギュラーだろうがなんだろうが原因を究明せねばなるまい。
I don't know if it's an irregularity or not, but we ought to investigate the cause.
それには同意。
I agree. We agree for once. But Kirisu's motives and my motives are probably the exact opposite. My assistant here wants to dispute... Jesus Christ, what are words today? Disprove my theory that the phone wave is in fact a time machine.
この前の実験では
In the previous experiment,
ちぎられたバナナは
after spending 120 seconds in the phone
120秒
wave,
間を過ごした後バナナの房へとゲル化して瞬間移動した。これは120秒前の状態に戻ったと考えるべきだ。
the banana teleported back to the bunch jellified. We should consider that it returned to its state 120 seconds before.
違う。120秒前の状態に戻るならゲル化はしない。
Wrong. If it returned to its state 120 seconds before, it wouldn't be jellified. So she wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in
唐
time.
揚げはゲル化せずに冷凍状態へと戻ったのだぞ。
The chicken returned to its frozen state without jellifying.
そのゲル化せずに冷凍状態へ戻ったっていうロジックも怪しい。冷凍されていただけでゲル化そのものは起きていた可能性については検証した？
That logic is dubious. Sure, it ended up frozen, but did you examine the possibility that it might have jellified first? No, I didn't. I think Mayuri ate the refrozen chicken.
塩に関してはゲル化はしなかった。
Salt didn't jellify.
何も変化しなかったって定義すべき。
You mean nothing changed?
この前の放電現象が発生した後、徹夜で実験した結果、キャベツ、大根、米、こんにゃく、メロンパン、ガルガリ君、カップ麺、いずれも何も起きなかった。
After the discharge phenomenon occurred last time, we spent all night experimenting with cabbage, radishes, rice, konjac, melon bread, crunchy coon, and cup noodles. Nothing happened. What the fuck is
液体に関して
crunchy
も同様
coon?
だ。あの日は放電現象の前後で実験の成功率が180度変わった。
The same thing with liquids. On that day, our success rate took a 180 degree turn.
放電現象前はすべて成功。放電現象後はすべて失敗。
Before the discharge phenomenon, everything succeeded. After the discharge phenomenon, everything failed.
レンジが電気を溜め込んでるとか？
Is the microwave storing electricity?
ゲル化したものはフラクタル構造のようだって言ってたわよね。
You said that jellified objects became fractal structured, right?
塩はもともと単純構造だから影響を受けないのかな。 電気とどんな関係が？
Thank you, Vamp. Yeah, if you guys would like, there's the Discord link if you want to join. Oh god. Sorry. Ugh. It's not necessary, you don't have to, but if you'd like to, there's the link. Salt has a simple structure by nature, so maybe that had an effect, but how could electricity be related?
ここはタイムトラベル理論を前提に考えてみるべきだ。
Here, we should think under the assumptions of time travel theory.
ダメ。
And the rest of my social, if you guys are interested in following me anywhere else, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff is on there. No, it's not good to start thinking from the conclusion.
すでにいくつも実験成功例があるのだぞ。それを否定するのか。
Sorry, I just gotta stretch. Oh my god, okay. We've already had several successful experiments. You can't deny that.
私は別にこれがタイムマシンじゃなくてもちっとも困らないから。
I'm not especially concerned whether this thing is a time machine or not.
そもそもこの小さな電子レンジの中でビッグバンに匹敵するエネルギーが発生していると定義するのは無理がある。
To begin with, it's physically impossible for this tiny little microwave to produce energy equivalent to the Big Bang. And it all started with Big Bang Bang. Kirisu frowns deeply.
放電現象の再現、それにフラクタル構造化の再現。
Alright, apparently we should be careful because a graphic part is coming up. So we're just gonna keep our eyes out for that. It has to do with Daru, and Daru's not talking or anything right now, so it should be fine. But I will I'll try and get Nero to give us a better warning when it's about to happen. If you're still chilling, Nero, if you could do that for us, that'd be great. Just so I know as well. We can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon nor the fractalization. There should be a reason
や
why.
り方は何も変えていない。設定も全く変えていない。実験対象も変更なし。それ以外で変動する条件というと。
We haven't changed our methods, we haven't changed the settings, we haven't changed the experimental subjects either. There must be some other variable.
誰が観測するかだな。
Maybe it's the one who observes it.
何よそれ。
What do you mean by that?
量子論だ。観測者は実験の重要な要素だ。
Until Daru speaks up during this. When Daru mentions something important to his current activity, it's time. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate that. So there you go, chat. As a by the way, for the squeamish, I don't know graphic in what terms, like blood or whatever, but Nero says that if he specifies, it will spoil things. So, sorry, if they specify, I should not be assuming. My bad. It's so until it's when that happens, when we hear Daru mention something important to his current activity, we're gonna have a graphic moment of some sort, so everyone just pay attention. In case anyone's confused as to who Daru is, he's the one working with the IBN 5100 at the moment, in the room with them, but at the moment it's just Okabe and Kirisu talking back and forth trying to figure out why the phone wave isn't working. Well, that's fair. I don't want to, I don't want to be assuming genders and get people mad at me, but good to know that you don't mind. That's good. I appreciate that. Quantum theory. The observer is an important element to the experiment.
放電現象が起きた時はここには4人いた。でもその前に橋田さんが1人の時にも発生してる。
Okay, well that can't be it. There were 4 of us here when the discharge phenomenon occurred last time, but before that it occurred when Hashida-san was alone.
フラクタル構造化した実験時は2人の時や3人の時があった。
Each time fractalization occurred, there were either 2 or 3 people observing.
私たちは2人ともどちらの現象も見ている。
You and I each saw both phenomena.
つまり条件は変わっていないはず。
In other words, the conditions haven't changed.
だとしたら
In that case, there must be some other variable. It's on the tip of my tongue. Then I hear a rumbling sound from Kirisu's stomach. She's hungry.
腹が減ったのか
Hungry?
うるさいな。お昼から何も食べてないのよ。
Shut up. I haven't eaten anything since lunch. Kirisu turns away as she looks at her watch.
8時か。
It's already 8?
バナナを食うがいい。ただし食べていいのはさっき温めた2本だぞ。実験で使った食材は美味しくいただけ。
Just eat a banana, but only one of the 2 we just warmed. They are, after all, the fruit of our experiments.
あるいは買い置きのカップ麺があるが。
Or you could take something from our stock of cup noodles.
いらないか
Don't want any?
やはりアメリカ生活が長いとファーストフードの方が好きになるものなのか。
Well, since you've lived in America for so long, I guess you'd prefer fast food instead.
カップ麺。
Cup noodles.
何
What?
カップ麺。もらうわ。
I'll have cup noodles.
カップ麺をか
Cup noodles?
ちなみに味は
What flavors?
醤油味と塩味がある。
Soy sauce flavor ramen? Ew. There's soy sauce flavor and chicken flavor.
塩味。
Chicken. She seems in the mood to eat.
それとフォークある？
Also, do you have a fork? Oh my gosh. It's past midnight. At 8 o'clock, the 2 of us silently ate cup noodles and warm bananas. Daru said he didn't. Ew. And warm bananas? Ew. Daru said he didn't want any, and ever since then, we've been examining the phone wave. I've mainly focused on terminal mode settings through the X68000. Really? But isn't soy sauce just like fucking salty as fuck? The programs Daru wrote are all wizard class though, so I can't understand most of them. Kirisu's been examining the AC adapter and the lab's electrical switchboard for a while, but we stopped her when she tried to disassemble them. It's early morning and she still shows no sign of leaving. Where is she staying anyway? She's been in Japan for 1 or 2 months, and she did say she was going back to America this month. The trains aren't running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. But in that case, why didn't she leave before the train stopped? Don't tell me she plans to stay. No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Mayuri has a curfew, so she always goes back home to Ikebukuro? Daru and I frequently stay here though. It's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. Maybe it's normal for American girls to stay overnight in labs.
クリスティーナ、こんな時間までここにいていいのか？せめて家に連絡したらどうだ？
So then what does the soy sauce flavor taste like? Does it just give it a salty flavor? Or Christina, is it okay to stay here this late? Perhaps you should contact your family.
連絡なんて必要ないから。
No need.
何？お前の親は放任主義なのか？
What? Do your parents let you do whatever you want? Kurisu turns to me and sighs.
父親とはかれこれ7年は会ってない。母親はアメリカ。私は今はホテル暮らし。わかった？
I haven't seen my father in 7 years. My mother's in America. I'm living in a hotel right now. Understand?
No.
What? Living in a hotel? Well, true, renting an apartment for just a month is absurd, but...
こんなセレブめ。 アメリカ人ならホテルよりモーテルだろ。
When heated, it becomes sweet. Really? Interesting. You damn celebrity. If you're American, then you should at least use a motel instead of a hotel, right?
私はアメリカ人じゃないし、東京のど真ん中にモーテルはないだろ。
Huh. Sounds like I might need to try this. I'm not American and there aren't any hotels in the heart of motels in the heart of Tokyo. What sort of hotel?
どんなって。
What do you mean? It's a normal hotel in... I don't know how to say that. That does actually sound really yummy.
お茶の水？ではここから歩いて帰れるではないか。
And you can walk there from here, can't you?
まあね。
Sure. I see, that's why she's so flexible with her schedule. I finally understand.
では父親の件について聞こう。
So, tell me about your father.
は？
Sorry?
7年会っていないと言ったな。
You said you haven't seen him in 7 years?
なんであんたが私の父親に興味持つのよ。
Why do you care about my father?
お前がこれ見よがしに父親のことを口にしたのではないか。それはつまり、父親の件について相談に乗ってくださいお願いします。というメッセージだろう。
You're the one who mentioned him. Isn't that basically a hidden message saying, please give me some advice about my father, please?
そんなわけあるか。
You're crazy.
よかろう。お前は俺の助手だ。助手の悩みには乗ってやらなければな。というわけで、張り切って話すがいい。
You're my assistant, and I can't let my assistant have any worries, so tell me everything that's on your mind. She's like, dude, no. Kirisu pouts and says no more. Instead, she glares at the circuit box on the wall. What's wrong?
あんたに話すことなんて何もない。
I have nothing to say to you.
そうか、わかったぞ。
Oh, I know.
お前の父親はもともとは英雄だったが、やがてその身を悪に染め、今や帝国の幹部として黒マスクと黒マントを身につけ、こう言っているのだな。そして将来的に親子で戦う運命に。
What the fuck? Your father was a hero, and then he fell to evil, and now he wears a black mask and a cape and goes, he Cole, right? And in the future, you two are destined to fight, and... I think I hear Kirisu's teeth grind.
もしかしてすごく怒っているか？
You're really mad at me, aren't you?
人の家族の問題を。
Don't make fun. Kirisu doesn't look me in the eye, but her low voice tells me how mad she is.
そうやって茶化さないで。あんた今、私の心に土足で踏み込んだのよ。
Of people's family issues like that, you're trampling on my heart. You pissed her off, dude. Could her father's situation be a landmine? Maybe I should apologize. I try to think of the words, but before I can say anything...
切った
Okay. I think I know what it might be. Hi, Bud. You're watching a squirrel. Sorry, guys, I muted because I didn't want to spoil it, and I think I know what it is, but I didn't want to say nothing. Hello there, Deadeye. There's war quiet echoes throughout the lab. That didn't say throughout, I added out. Did you get it?
Mission complete.
I don't even have... He said that in English, basically. Daru shows his white teeth in a wide grin as he gives a thumbs up.
サーバー管理者の ID とパス
I
を
got
手
the
に入
server
れた
admin's
ぜ。
idea and
これでもう
password.
弛緩し放題だ。ヤッホー
Now we could peep as much as we want. Yahoo!
IBN5100 が使われている方のデータベースは
In the IBN 5100 database?
そっちは独立して存在してるわけで、今回は全然関係ない
That's
だろ
separate,
情
duh.
報。
The server admin's unrelated.
そもそもそんな特殊なプログラムで組まれたデータベースじゃアクセスできる人間だって限られるっしょ。所長クラスでもアクセスできないっぽい。
I mean, it's a database with normally unreadable code, so there's a limit to who can access it. It doesn't look like even the lab director can access it.
所長クラス以上の役職など存在するのか？
There are positions higher than that?
セルン評議会ってのがあるらしい。
There's something called the CERN Executive Council.
ふむ。
I appreciate you, Deadeye. Apparently this part coming up is graphic, so... Graphic warning? So they call it a council, eh?
いかにもって何が？
What about it?
ラスボスとしてのネーミングに決まっ
It's
て
a
いるだろ
fitting
う。
name for our enemy. This guy, I tell you. Curiously looks at me coldly. Whatever, let's leave the IBAN 5100 database for another day.
ダル、早速タイムトラベル理論についての情報があるか調べてくれ。
Run a search for data on time travel research.
オキドキ前に調べたとき
Okie
Z プログラムってのが怪しかったよな。
That Z program we saw last time was suspicious, wasn't it?
それとゼリーマンズレポートだ。
That and the Jellyman's report. Yeah, I think I'm right. We couldn't get concrete information on either before. Kirsten stares holes into the monitor. Her angry expression has disappeared.
とくと見ておくがいい。そしてその目に焼き付けろ。セルンがしている世界への欺瞞という現実をな。
Look carefully and burn it into your eyes. The proof of CERN's actions is deceit upon the world.
うほう見つけた LHC 計画担当責任者来たこれ。
Oh yeah, baby, found the LHC project supervisor.
責任者。
The supervisor.
かなり重要なポストだな。
That's a pretty important post.
今そいつの PC を覗いてるぞよ。
Alright, now we're peeking inside his computer.
Z プログラム Z プログラムと
Z program, Z program.
Z はゼリーの略で間違いないな。
Z obviously stands for jelly. Zeri?
ゼリーは J よ。J-E-L-L-Y。
Jelly starts with a J. J-E-L-L-Y.
ケアレスミスかこ悪い。
Careless mistake, so uncool.
つまりそんな単純なネーミングのはずがないのだ。これ
What
に
I
は
meant to say is there's
重
no
要な
way
意
it
味
would
が隠
have
されてい
been
る。
such a simple name.
間違いなく
The
ダブル
name's
ミーニング。
hiding something important. There has to be a double meaning. Daru, who's been searching through the log, suddenly stopped.
お来た来た。
Got it. Okay, well, there you go. He displays a graphic on the monitor. Here we go, friends. It looks like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads, Z program top secret.
プログラム立案日は1973年になってる。
The program began in
セ
1973.
ルンができたのは
When was CERN formed?
1954年。
1954. I asked Daru, but Kirisu answers instead, her tone flat. I thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off.
IBN5100 が発売されたのは
When was the IBN 5100 put on the market?
1975年。
1975. So maybe that's why the IBN 5100 was central to CERN's operations. The years match, after all. No, that's wrong. It can't be something as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Maybe IBM hid their proprietary program language in the IBM 5100 for the sole purpose of its use in CERN Z program. IBM and CERN are co-conspirators, and both of them are being manipulated from their shadows by an even larger organization. Yeah, that's way more interesting.
うげ JPEG かよふざけんな。コピペできねえじゃん。
A JPEG? Come on, I can't copy paste this. Daru mutters some complaint.
テキストはフランス語じゃないんだ。
The text isn't in French. What's on screen right now looks like English.
いや、フランス語やらオランダ語やらドイツ語で書かれたものもあるお。中身は同じみたいだけど。
Actually, there's French, Dutch, and German versions too. The content looks the same though.
時空の支配とそれに基づく歴史の破壊。言い換えれば、過去から未来までを含む委員会による完全なる理想郷を実現することは、21世紀に向けてのセルンの存在意義となるだろう。
CERN's purpose heading into the 21st century shall be to establish control over space and time, therefore to enable the destruction of extant history and the creation of an everlasting utopia. Ruled by the committee that encompasses the entirety of past and future events. Kurisu suddenly starts speaking at a stilted clip.
あ、そっか。マキセ氏って英語できるんじゃん。
Oh right, Maki says she can do English.
でかした助手。お前がアメリカに留学したのも全て今日この時のためだったのだな。
Way to go, assistant. Your study abroad in America was all for the sake of today, wasn't it?
そんなわけあるか。勝手に運命感じないで。
Of course not. Stop assigning people roles in your fantasy world. Daru relinquishes his chair, allowing Kurisu to sit in front of the computer.
本実験計画は機密保持のため、また臨機応変な計画名の変更を可能にするため、Z プログラムと命名された。
In order to maintain this project's secrecy and to allow its name to remain relevant in changing circumstances, we designated the Z program.
Z はすなわちオメガであり、ヤーである。
Z, like the Greek omega or the Cyrillic Ya.
その名に意味、あるいは何らかの情熱的な精神を込めることを禁止する。プログラム従事者に不利益を与えることが推測されるためである。
It is forbidden to assign any meaning to this name or to seek it in significance beyond the project itself. Negative returns are predicted should this edict be violated.
Z プログラムは国家間の枠組みを超えた極秘共同プロジェクトであり、電磁波研究と同じく300人委員会から承認を受けた最優先研究事項である。
The Z program is a top secret project spanning international borders. Like electromagnetic waves research, it has been approved for top priority funding in the Committee of 300.
以後、セルンにおいて行われる他の研究のすべては、この Z プログラムの隠れ蓑として機能させることが決定された。
Henceforth, all of the research performed by CERN shall function to keep the Z program's existence secret. I guess Kurisu is reading the preface to a document. It's getting rather dull.
Z プログラムの具体的な内容は書かれていないのか。
Is there anything specific about what exactly the Z program is? Daru types on the keyboard from side to side, bringing up another window.
あった。
Here.
これは。
This can't be. Uh-oh. Kurisu bends forward and stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen.
なんだ
What is it?
Z プログラムでは高エネルギーの陽子衝突を用いた
Hi,
時
Brophy.
空間転移実験を行う。
Thank you. It's my new hairstyle and my new outfit. Thank you. Here it is. Oh god, okay. So as a by the way, apparently there will be something graphic happening in a moment. So just so you guys know, graphic shit is about to happen. The purpose of the Z program is to perform time-space displacement experiments by means of high-energy proton-proton collisions. Time-space displacement experiments. In other words,
タイムトラベル実験
time travel. I have to struggle to keep from shouting. I quickly run over to the window and close it. It might make it hotter inside, but it would be worse if people outside overheard us.
まさか本当だったなんて。
No way, it was true?
しかも40年近く前から世界中の科学者を欺いてきたっていうの。
You're telling me they've been deceiving the world for nearly 40 years?
俺の睨んだ通りだな。セルンの裏には巨大な影が潜んでいる。おそらく機関、あるいはそれに準ずる。
Suspected, a great shadow lurks behind CERN, most likely the organization or one of its puppets.
何が機関だ、この中二病。たまには真面目に話しなさい。
What organization, you chunibiu nut job? At least try to be serious some of the time.
バカを言うな。俺の言葉は常に真実を指しているぞ。
Huh, don't be ridiculous. My words are always grounded in truth.
つか、機関っていうより委員会じゃね？そう書いてあった。
Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organization? That's what it says here.
300人委員会か。
The committee of
セルン評議会と
300?
はまた別のものを指してると思うけど、何を指してるのかしら。
I don't think they mean CERN's executive council. What are they talking about?
世界はあらゆる欺瞞で満ちている。お前たちが思っているほど美しくはないのだよ。
The world is full of lies. It's not as beautiful as you think. I mean, true.
話聞けよ、オカリン。
Listen, Ocarine.
聞いている。300人委員会こそあらゆる秘密結社、各国政府、あらゆる財閥の最上位に位置する巨大な闇だ。
I am listening. The Committee of 300 is the dark power that controls every secret society, every government, every multinational corporation.
また適当言って。
You're making things up again.
事実だ。嘘だと思うならネットでググるといい。
It's the truth. Google it if you don't believe me.
これまで人類はどれだけ繁栄しようとも時間という壁に突き当たってきた。
A basset hound? Alright. Until now, the human race, for all its accomplishments, has never been able to overcome the barrier called time.
その壁を突破することのできるタイムトラベル技術は人類史を大きく塗り替えるだろう。文字通りの意味でな。
This technology of time travel, which can break through that barrier, will change the course of human history, literally.
かつての核兵器と同じく神に等しき存在になれる禁断の果実だ。それを得たいという誘惑に抗うことのできる者はいない。
As it was when we split the atom, this forbidden fruit has the potential to grant us godlike power. Not a man exists who can resist its temptation.
当然ながら権力を持つ者はあらゆる手段を用いて手に入れようとするだろう。人としての倫理など神を目指す者たちにとっては抱きすべきざれ言だ。
And naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to obtain it. Human mortality is not but a joke to those who would stand with the gods.
わかるか、クリスティーナ。
Understand, Christina?
ご公説をどうも。
Wow, that was quite a speech.
そこまでスラスラと喋れるっていうことは、あんたも神を目指してるの？
Since you seem to know so much about it, does that mean you're aiming for godhood too?
この法王院教魔が望むのはそんな神候補どもの打倒、そして支配構造が崩壊した後の混沌だよ。
What, that? What Hoyin Kiyama desires is the destruction of all who would call themselves gods, the collapse of their hateful system, and a glorious new age of chaos? Muhahaha.
法王院に聞いてるんじゃない。私は岡部に聞いている。
I'm not asking Hoyin, I'm asking Okabe.
俺は法王院だ。
I am Hoyin.
つまり自分を持ってないってことね。
In other words, you don't have your own reason. Damn you, assistant, how dare you attack my very identity.
そんなことよりマキセ氏、Z プログラムの続きプリーズ。
Forget about him, Makiseshi. Please keep reading.
ダル、そんなこととはどういう言い草だ。
Daru, what do you mean forget about me?
陰謀論は聞き飽きたお。オカリンの妄想より Z プログラムの方が気になるし。
Oh, yeah. I'm tired of listening to conspiracy theories. I'm more interested in the Z program than in your delusions. I told you they're not delusions, and they're not theories. But Daru does have a point. Our top priority now is to expose the dark side of the international research organization known as CERN.
ジョッシュ、続きを。
Yeah. I mean, it's like they talk about paradoxes. Like, what if you go back and, like, in so many time movies and shit where they time travel, they go back in time, they meet their parents, and then their parents, like, never get together, so then they're never born, and, like, so on and so forth. And it's just, like, I feel like all of us wish that we could go back in time for some reason or another, but I feel like it would fuck things up, you know? Because how would you be able to go back in time and try to explain how you know what's about to happen before it's about to happen, depending on what it is? It's just one of those things. Continue, assistant.
頼み事するときぐらい誠意を見せろよ。
At least show respect when you're asking a favor. Through helping out complaints, Kirisi obediently goes back to translating.
プログラム第一段階、大型ハドロン衝突型加速器の建設および実用化。
Okay, so they're... Holy shit. Stage 1, construction and implementation of the Large Hadron Collider.
加速器については、1959年に完成した陽子シンクロトロンからの半世紀にわたるノウハウ蓄積により一定成果を得ている。
Over the past century, beginning with the proton synchrotron, completed in 1959, particle accelerator technology has reached the point where standardized results may be obtained.
プログラム第2段階、リフターの実用化および調整。
Stage 2, implementation and testing of lifter technology.
これにより2つ以上の人工的な局所場得意点の生成およびカーブラックホールの生成を可能とする。
The formation of more than 2 artificial localized singularities, as well as the formation of black holes, will become possible when this stage is complete.
なお、ブラックホール生成についての情報を意図的に曲解させてリークし、プログラム本来の目的について悟られぬようにすることが必要である。
In order to hide the program's true goal, it is necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes.
プログラム第3段階、動物実験。
Oh God. I don't like this one. This one's not gonna make me happy. Stage 3, animal experimentation.
プログラム第4段階。
Stage 4. Kirisu stops talking. She takes a deep breath, then finally mutters angrily.
人体実験。
Human experimentation. Holy shit.
マジで
For real?